Welcome everybody. If you don't know me yet, if it's your first webinar with me, my name is Sapir. I'm a dropshipper. I run eBay stores for SaleFreaks, and the purpose of these webinars, of these videos, is to share my knowledge with you and help you make your business more profitable and successful, guys. I got a lot of questions about understanding purchase issues, and we'll be explaining what that is in just a minute. Really interesting topic today. Very important thing to notice in order to make your store better, because there's nothing more important, at least for me, than to make sure that every order is accounted for. You know what I mean? I mean, since everything is already automated in SaleFreaks, our job is to make sure that the automation is running smoothly. But it is still a software, and there are still some let's call it not really mistakes, but slips. So for example, purchase issue is a great example of orders that failed to get processed automatically, and we need to understand why. Because if we'll ignore it, then we'll have angry customers and bad customer service, which potentially, could lead to us um, going down in seller level, and we don't want that. So let's see what I got here for you. So the topics for today, we're going to talk about what are the different errors that cause orders to fail automatically, understanding how to solve these purchase issues, I mean what to do with them, and how to override orders and place them manually. So guys, let's get started. And of course, if you don't know that yet, if you have any questions or concerns or thoughts, just leave them in the comments below and we'll answer everything at the end of the webinar. Okay, so what are the different errors that cause orders to fail? So as I mentioned, everything is automated in SaleFreaks, okay? But there is a certain percentage, a small percentage, okay? If everything is running as it should, a small percentage of orders that just fail and doesn't get placed automatically, and we need to figure out why, and we need to decide what to do with it. So let's first understand what causes orders to fail in the first place. So as I mentioned, sometimes there will be orders that won't manage to get pushed automatically. This could happen for a number of reasons. Most of them have to do with the item's condition on the supplier's website. So we are drop shippers. We don't own the inventory, which means that we are at the mercy of our supplier, right? So if the supplier decides to change prices at the last moment, it's our problem. If the item goes out of stock at the last moment, it's our problem, and so forth. So you have to understand, since we don't own the inventory, we don't manage the inventory, it's just beyond our control. Okay, so this is on the items side. Okay, but there is another side, of course, which could there could be a problem that is related to SaleFreaks. Okay, for example, not enough balance in the accounts or the managed accounts. So for example, at the moment we only support auto orders for Amazon and Walmart and AliExpress. Okay, so let's say you have like your private Amazon accounts, okay, and you didn't load, and you don't work with a credit card, okay, you work with gift cards, and you didn't load your accounts, okay, you didn't put new gift cards. So the system, SaleFreaks, the monitor, doesn't have anything to work with. The SaleFreaks can't push your orders because it doesn't have a mean to pay the orders with, right? So you have to load your accounts first. Or if you use managed accounts for Amazon orders, and again, you didn't load balance, okay? Or for your Walmart and AliExpress account, if there's something wrong with your credit card, okay, you reach your limit or whatever, that could be the problem. Okay, this is usually what causes problems on the SaleFreaks side. Okay, but usually 99% of the purchase issues will come because changes in the supplier's website. Okay, guys, so far so good. Now that we've established why orders fail in the first place, we'll talk what to do with them. But I've gathered here some of the most more common issues. Okay, because in the purchase issues, you see the order number, you see what store the order is from, and you see what the error is. Okay, so you can understand what's the problem. So these are the most common ones. So let's check them out. Error: this product doesn't have a delivery option. I have more details about it later on, so I don't want to spend too much now. Okay, but it's pretty self-explanatory, and you can pretty easily understand that it's some sort of a variation of out of stock. Okay, and so is this one no available offer, and of course this one as well, item is out of stock, right? And of course you have long shipping. Shipping takes too long. So this is something that we've started seeing when the coronavirus thing started. Okay, because Amazon just delayed their shipping, and at the beginning orders were just getting purchased normally, but people start complaining and opening item not received cases, and then we've discovered that it's not the order got canceled or anything like that, it just takes too long. Okay, so now when SaleFreaks recognize the shipping is long, like I think over a period of 10 days or so, the order will fall into the purchase issues, and we'll let you know about it, and then it's your decision whether to execute it or not. Okay, then we have purchase was probably executed, which again suggests that it was probably executed, and you need to figure out whether it was or wasn't executed. Okay, and negative profit. Okay, price went up. Can't ship to address. Okay, again pretty self-explanatory. Okay, and of course the most annoying one of them all: failed to process order, please try to place order manually, which is kind of a general error and could indicate a couple of problems, but we'll talk about it more later. So after we've understood why orders are getting failed to be processed in the first place, we'll now talk about how to solve these issues. So where do you see your purchase issues? If you don't know, it's in your dashboard. Okay, just there, right in front of your eyes in the dashboard when you log into your user. Okay, you can also access it through your orders tab. So you have purchase issues in the drop down menu, so you can check it there. And when you get there, I recommend you first, before starting any action, just push them, try to place them again. Okay, because even if price was changed or it was out of stock, it's so neurotically changes all the time, so dynamic, then that's possibly it could get back into stock, or the price have changed again, and maybe now SaleFreaks can place the order. Okay, so it's better to first click place orders. It's in the top of the page. Okay, of the purchase issues, and then you get back to it an hour later. Okay, and what's left is what you have to deal with. Okay, it's what's left. It's what SaleFreaks can't push automatically. Okay, excuse me. So I promised you I will explain further in details about every error. So here you have it. What's the error, what it means, and what we can do about it. Okay, so the first error could be a couple of things, but it all means the same. Okay, so this product doesn't have a delivery option, or no available offer, or item is out of stock. Okay, it basically means the same, that the item is no longer available at the supplier's website. Okay, and I suggest that when you first see it, If it wasn't clear by now, I suggest that you go over the purchase issued every day, right? But when you first see it, so for example, today, right, is July 13th, right? Right, 13th, yeah. So if I see a purchase issue from today, okay, an order that fell today, and I see it's out of stock, I give it 2 days to see if it comes back to stock. If it does, then great, because every day I try to push the orders again, right? So today it could be out of stock, tomorrow it could be back in stock, and problem solved. But if it's not back in stock after 2 days, okay, then I send the out of stock message template. Now, if you don't know what the template is, you probably haven't seen my customer service, practical customer service webinar. It's a webinar where I've given you a link to a Google Sheet with templates of common issues in customer service, okay? So there's an out of stock template. This is how I call it, which is basically mean, you can't confess and tell the buyer, hey, I'm out of stock. Okay, you have to tell him in order to cancel the order, right? Because we have nothing left to do. We can't fulfill the order. We have to cancel it, but we can't cancel it on our own. We need to ask the buyer's permission, okay? Because if we'll do it on our own, he could get mad and complain to the customer service, and they could give you like a temporary suspension for it. So how do we ask permission? We send this out of stock template. What is it? It's a message saying basically that thank you for purchasing a product. Unfortunately, while I was trying to pack your product and ship it, I discovered it's damaged and I can't ship it like that. And it's out of stock right now. So would you like me to cancel the order, or would you like me to keep it and wait to see if it comes back in stock? Something like that, okay? And 99% of buyers will tell you, thank you for letting me know, just cancel the order. And then you can go ahead and cancel it. Okay, so this is in purchase issues where the product is not available. And I have a screenshot for you. So when you go in the purchase issue, which is basically just an order page, a regular order page, okay, you have on the bottom left side of the order page, you have this section called item, right? And then you have here supplier item. And if you click view, it will take you directly to Amazon's item page. Okay, so when the item is out of stock, it will literally say there are currently no listings for this search. Now, suppliers that are not Amazon, you can't click this, okay? Because currently SaleFreaks have this button, direct button only for Amazon orders. But further on this presentation, I will show you how to get to the item page, the supplier item page of other suppliers, okay? So you can check there that the item is actually out of stock. Okay, next one is can't ship to address, okay? Usually has to do with state regulation, especially California, which are the worst, okay? They have a lot of regulations and like things you can't send, chemicals, gardening stuff, yes, some sort of metals and plastics, they just won't allow it. So again, you have nothing else to do. So you have to cancel the order because you can't ship it. Okay, Amazon won't let you, okay, because of state regulation. Okay, so in this case, what you do is you send the problem with address template. Again, you can find it in the Google Sheet. Okay, if you don't know what I'm talking about, go back in this group. You'll find the webinar of practical customer service. And in the comments there, I've put the link to the Google Sheet, and you can find it there. Again, it's a template that basically says, thank you for purchasing our product. Unfortunately, due to state regulation, we can't ship the item to your address. I'm sorry, but I had to cancel the order. Please wait a couple of days for the refund to show in your PayPal address. Thank you, and that's it. and you can cancel it under, you don't have to ask for permission here. When you cancel the order, you can just go ahead and choose the option of problem with address. But there's a second option why you get this error, can't ship to address, which could be a PO box issue. So most of us, when we create a shipping policy, right, we exclude PO boxes because the suppliers we usually work with also don't ship to PO boxes. So we exclude them as well. And for some reason, people, put PO boxes in their address. So of course, the order will fail. So in this case, if you don't see any other address but the PO box, you send a message to the buyer and you ask him for another physical address. If not, if you can't provide any physical address, then you have to cancel the order. Okay? Or sometimes it happened to me that there is both a PO box address and a physical address. So then I can manually override the order and place it manually. I'll show you later how to do it. And I just delete the PO box part and I just leave the physical address. And that's it. Okay, so this is what you do in case where you get the purchase issues can't ship to address. Moving on. Negative profit, or could also be product price is bigger than maximum price. I know, guys, it could be boring, this subject, us going over each and every common purchase issues, but it's for your best, okay? Because there's no real explanation of what every issue really means, and I want you to know it. So you can just put it, save it for later. I mean, this webinar, and you can just go back to it whenever you want to understand a specific certain purchase issue and what to do with it. Okay, so I apologize if it seems a little bit more technical. Okay, so yeah, we're worried in the negative profit, or could appear as well as product price is bigger than maximum price. This really means that the item's price at the supplier has gone up since the moment of the order and the time of the execution. Okay, you have to understand there's a line, right? If you have 50, 100, 200, 500 orders a day, there's a line, right? Not the orders, not all the orders, just get placed at once. Okay, so again, when you work with such a dynamic supplier like Amazon, where prices are constantly changing by the minute sometimes, okay, then the price could change upwards, and then you actually lose money. Okay, you actually lose money. That's why the system will get this order to fail and won't execute it in order to not lose you money. Okay, now in this case, it's not that the item is out of stock. It's just that you're taking a loss if you're choosing to place the order anyway. Now it's your call. Okay, it's your call whether or not to place it anyway. Of course, you'll have to do it manually because as far as the automation goes, the system recognizes it as an order that can be fulfilled automatically because of the loss. Okay, so when do you decide to place it manually, or when you decide not to? Usually, personally, I will push the order anyway if the loss is like minimal, for example, $1 or even $2. Okay, and it depends because I know when I use my personal accounts, I have discounted gift cards. Okay, so sometimes the discount itself covers my loss, so I'm not really losing. I'm just breaking even, and I'm fine with that because the fewer orders you're canceling is better. Okay, because eBay doesn't like us sellers canceling orders from our end. Okay, so I don't mind breaking even or even taking a small loss just to avoid canceling the order. Okay, I really hate it. You have to avoid canceling at any cost. Okay, especially if it's a new account, guys, if it's a new account, if it's a new store, I mean, up to 3 months old, it's considered very risky and sensitive store. Take the loss. It's worth it. Okay, it's worth it. But if the loss is really big, and even the discount doesn't cover it, and I had, for example, a drastic jump in the price by $10, and it caused me to lose about 30%. So then, of course, I decided not to go through with the ordering and just to cancel it. And again, if you decide to cancel, you can do it on your own. You have to treat it like the out of stock order that we mentioned before. So I sent them the template, and I just basically asked their permission, the buyer's permission, to cancel. And when they give me, I cancel. And if they don't give me, I cancel it anyway after 2 days. Okay, so let me just pause for a second. I just want to see how many comments we have. Okay, so it's nice. I already see a couple of comments. That's great, guys. Keep them coming. Okay. Okay, so the next one is, I told you, the most annoying one, because it's not specific. It's very general. Fail to process order. Try to place order manually. This doesn't tell you anything, okay? As opposed to the other errors when you know that the problem is with the address or with the price or with the stock. Here you don't really know anything, okay? It could be a number of things. So the first thing I do is I check if the item is in stock, right? You remember, guys? I showed you this, right? If it's an Amazon order, I just click it from within the order page. Or if it's another order another supplier, I'll show you in a bit how to check it. But I check if it's out of stock. If it is, then you know what to do. You send the out of stock. You wait for 2 days, and then if it doesn't get back in stock, you send the out of stock template. Okay? But sometimes you check it and you discovered that there is an offer. So you tell yourself, okay, I see the offer, the price is right, so why the hell did the system fail this order? So you push it again, automatically, okay, you push the place order button, and you wait for 30 minutes or so, and it fails again. And then you understand there's some problem here. So you try to place it manually, right? And usually you'll discover that even though there is an offer, right? It usually happens in Amazon order. So even though you see in Amazon an offer and you manage to add it to the cart, okay? When it comes to, when the time comes to actually click the place order, confirm button, it will send you an error that the item is not actually in stock. It's annoying because you open the safe access, which is slow, and you log into your Amazon account and you do the entire process just to discover right in the end that it's not in stock. But it's worth checking, okay? But usually this is what will happen with this type of error, okay? So nothing else you can do, guys. Just send the out of stock message and that's it. Okay. Another one is the purchase was probably executed. Again, pretty self-explanatory, okay? Could be that the order failed before it was completed. So the system is not really sure whether the order was fulfilled or wasn't. Okay, so you need to check it. You need to check the supplier account to see if it was purchased or not. Okay, so or ask the tech support in case of managed accounts because you don't have access to your account, right? So usually when you'll see this error, you'll see a supply again. It usually happens in Amazon. Okay, so you will see a supplier account, so you will know to which account you need to go log into in order to check. Okay, so if it's your private Amazon account, you will have the email address of the account, so you will know to which account you need to log into. Okay, and you'll need to log into the account and check the order by the buyer's name, okay, or by the item's title, whatever. And sometimes it will get purchased and you'll just have to override manually the details, I mean the order number and the total sum. But sometimes you'll discover it wasn't fulfilled and then you have to fulfill it manually, okay? Or again, if it's a managed account order, then you need to ask tech support to check it for you since you don't have access to the accounts. But it doesn't happen very often, okay? Okay, so after we've discussed the common purchase issues and what to do with them, okay, let's talk about how to manually override orders and manually placing them. So, if you decided you want to place an order manually for any reason, okay, if it's a negative profit, you decide you want to take the loss, or maybe the buyer asked you to change the address and you really wanted to help him, okay, because you're a really good seller and you managed to cancel the original order and then you want to reorder it manually with the new address the buyer gave you, then you'll have to do it manually from your supplier's account. Okay, now for a private Amazon account that is linked to SaleFreaks, use the purchase aid. If you don't know what the purchase aid is, it's basically the widgets that you have on the left side of the screen when you log into your Amazon account through the Safe Access, right? On your left, you've all seen this. You'll have like a cart icon, little cart icon. When you click it, when you click it, you have a room to fill in the SaleFreaks order number, and then it automatically inserts all the details, all the buyer's details, and you can just copy paste it instead of just do it manually. Okay, so it's still manual job. It just saves you a little time. Okay, so but if it's not an Amazon order, if it's from other suppliers, right? So how do you find the item page? Well, you can find the items page on the supplier's website via the item page on SaleFreaks. So what do I mean? You're inside the order page, right? Because it fell in the purchase issues. So you're in the order page, right? From the order page, you can access the items page on SaleFreaks. And from the items page on SaleFreaks, you can access the items page on the supplier's website. Okay? And again, let me show you this. So this screenshot you recognize because this is what a purchase issues looks like. Okay? So, right? You'll have this number on top. This is like the ID, the item ID on SaleFreaks, let's call it. Okay? So it's clickable. If you click it, it will transfer you to another window, another page, which is the items page on SaleFreaks, where you can see all the general item details, right? So for example, in Walmart, I choose here an example from Walmart. Again, you'll have a link here, which is clickable, okay? And if you click it, it will take you directly to the items page on Walmart. So even if it's a specific variation or something like that, you can't get it wrong. You'll get to the exact item page that you need to get to in order to place the order. Okay, now we've all, I mean, we're all e-commerce entrepreneurs, so I believe all of us at some point in their lives placed an order for ourselves, right? For ourselves, for our personal usage. So when you get to, for example, Walmart's item page, you know how to place an order, right? You just click add to cart and you follow up from there. You put the buyer's details, which you have from this page, the order page from this purchase issues, and you just follow through until you complete the order. Okay, guys? So far, so good? Makes sense, right? So it's very, very simple to manually place orders. Very, very simple. Okay, so I want to show you something, one last step. So it's not enough to just manually place the order. After you've placed the order, you'll get an order number, right? You need to update it somewhere, okay? Because if you don't, the order will not vanish from the purchase issues. It will stay there, and SaleFreaks won't get the information about the order, okay? And it's messy, it's not organized, and also it won't be counted in the profit reports. So from any reason, you do want to manually put all the details, okay? So again, in the order page, right? In the order page, you have here order override. If you click it, you'll get this window, and here, supplier order number. Here you can put the order number that you got after manually placing the order. And here you can put the product price and taxes if you paid any, and which will give you the total. And when you click OK, it will save all the data, all the details in SaleFreaks. So, for example, in the future, if you have a problem with this order, okay, you need to issue a return label or just check anything really. You can find it very, very easily by the buyer's name, by the order number, by anything you need. Okay, so don't forget to also override the order details. Okay, guys, that's pretty much everything. So let's just recap before answering questions. So purchase issues can be caused from several reasons, mainly because the item becomes out of stock on the supplier's website. Okay, but it's better to make sure managed accounts or your Amazon accounts are always loaded with balance. And of course, it goes without saying that if you use Walmart or AliExpress and you use the auto orders for these suppliers, that your credit card linked to these suppliers are intact. Okay, this way you'll minimize orders getting failed over supplier account, not having balance. Okay, so you can always place orders manually through the purchase aid for Amazon. Remember, guys, I told you, or directly at the supplier's website, like I showed you here. Okay, you get access to it from the item page on SaleFreaks. Very, very easy, very accessible, and that's it. Okay, so let's check our questions. I like it to show you so you can read it with me. Okay, David, everyone's been flagged, haha. So yeah, over the last weekend, a lot of dropshippers got this message from eBay about the selling policy, right? Now, I have to tell you, it doesn't mean anything. It doesn't really mean anything. I mean, some people, of course, got flagged, but it doesn't necessarily mean that you get flagged. I don't know how to explain it. I just know that I have old accounts, and some of them already got this message before, and nothing happened. I mean, the sales are the same. So I don't know. But let's just assume that we're all got flagged because of Booker Express or because eBay detected that we're dropshipping from Amazon. Amazon is really the problem here. I mean, so what do? What? We'll close all of our stores? We'll close the business and go home? No, of course not. We'll keep selling. So just keep uploading items, good items, and you'll be fine. Don't worry. I mean, it's okay. It's okay. Not reason to get panicked. If you're using Amazon anyhow, all other suppliers are sound. Again, David, you're right, man. You're right. But it won't stop us from making money on eBay, okay? So don't worry. Guys, any related questions about today's topic? How the Booker Express is a dead give, Of course it is. eBay are not stupid, I'm sure. Uh, no point for paying for non-API if using it. Listen, I'm not sure. I wouldn't jump into conclusions. Okay, I would wait just to see what's happening with the sales. Okay, if you do see like a major decrease in sales, well, it's your call, right? You can always move in to API version. But I won't. I would wait like another month to see what's happening, because again, a lot of people got this message, and I'm sure not everyone got flagged. If it is like a flagging message to begin with, we don't know. Okay, it's not, guys, there's a different kind of message people get from eBay, which is like they literally say you broke our dropshipping policy. They accuse you of dropshipping. I know that for sure that if you get this message where they specifically literally say you've been dropshipping, you broke our policy, then for sure you're flagged. But with this like general more type of general selling practices, whatever message, I wouldn't jump into conclusions, and I would wait. Okay, I don't mind if you would like me, guys, to keep you posted about my sales. Okay, but for now I haven't seen any decrease in sales. And I also got this message, as I said. Okay, so if we don't have any more questions, and I see we don't, which is kind of shame, because I hope you have more specific questions about today's topic, then we'll conclude it for today. And thank you so much for watching, guys. If you have relevant questions to today's topic, you're willing to leave them in the comments, and we'll answer them later on. So thank you for watching. Have a great day, and bye-bye.